Hello, it's Sunday the 10th of April, and I'm going to do a plant video, and it might be a long one. So, here's this corner box. I haven't done anything with it. Here's the tumbler. The stuff inside of it looks nice and wet, but there's no heat coming off of it at all. So, it's definitely not working being here in the shade, but it is pretty. And it stays nice and moist, so it's as good or better than sitting under the tarp, nice and wet. Some Mexican beans. We'll go into my garden area. So here, these plants I just watered. I do need to come by and kick the dirt off of them, because even with the gentle water, it knocks them over. This and this are sunflowers. Squirrels haven't spotted them yet. Here's my apples. They're infected with aphids as usual. I really need to take care of it. This one actually looks like it's gonna die. This one's not an apple, so don't think that it's dead. That's oak tree. So here's some other stuff up under here. This vine back here is happy. It's doing good. I don't know why. Really shouldn't be. I guess we've had rain. Not too recently, but we had some. I'll do something with this eventually. It's got some basils and some peppermint, or it's a certain kind of mint, candy mint, something like that. These two are doing good. Okay, so I pulled these out of the greenhouse and trimmed them up. I trimmed off the dead stuff. So this one, he's doing okay. Sugarcane, doing bad, real bad. And he was dying of no water. So the stuff in the greenhouse was not getting watered. Come up out of the dirt. This one's been like that forever, so he's got a weak stem, that one will die. This is stuff to add to the compost. Along here. Make sure all these aren't stuck in the ground, because that one got eaten by something. Okay. Wet cardboard. Okay. This thing's still alive. I try to water it whenever I do water. Here's these volunteers. These are ones that grew in after I pulled them all out, so there's extras. Here's my bell pepper plant. It's got new flowers that haven't sprouted yet. I planted my 2-inch $9 comfrey root under that mound there. Been watering it. Here's the piss carrot, doing just fine. Compost hasn't changed, it's under there. Incubus getting ready to bark. So, I added compost to both this one and that one. And I'm gonna add compost to the other plants another day, because today I'm very tired. I've been doing a lot. So here's this plant. It was in the greenhouse. It's got moldy leaves. All its peppers are gone. They vanished. It'll like being outside the greenhouse probably. These are some pieces from my dragon fruit cactus that my dad threw out here upside down, but I'm gonna plant them into there a different day. Here's these peppers. They also have the moldy leaves, and there's those plants. I give them water. I'm going to give them compost another day. Here is the dragon fruit cactus, and the empty, almost empty greenhouse that I just cleaned out. There we go. So, it's long. It likes it in here. It likes humidity. I'm gonna try and prop it up somehow. I think it wants to go vertical, and when it does, that's when it bears fruit or something. 'Cause this is getting like, I don't know, this is a mess. Probably a lot of this will get broken, especially if I move the greenhouse. That's the Mexican petunia. I cut it back a lot. I'll show you that in a minute. Empty bucket, and my sweet, sweet mountain laurel. It likes it in here. I'll give it compost too. Here's some other stuff that was in there. More moldy pepper leaves. They don't like tropical environment. Aloe veras. I love my aloe vera. This pepper plant. That one's the Naga-Jolokia. It's got flowers. Mimosa. Another mimosa. We got 2 big mimosas. See how tall he is? That's his pot. That's his top. I planted cuttings here along the fence. They're not too easy to see, but they're of this kind of plant and this kind of plant. And a Mexican petunia right there. Here's this jalapeno. It's got tiny little peppers because it was in weird growing conditions. It will get compost. And it's been watered. Stuffed the lawnmower back here and tried to hide it with these plants. There's the dog's water, and that's where Shug likes to hide. Here's an experiment where I'm growing some radish seeds in just soil that I mined out of the middle of the yard. So look, these are happy. And I put the plastic over them. Here, I'm gonna need both hands for this. I put the plastic over them so that they stay watered. Otherwise, I need to water them like twice a day because of they're in such small containers that they drain real quick. Now I've got 2 of them. I've never seen this before in any plant, but I've got 2 of them like this. You see that? That is leaves on the ground and root in the air. Now, plants can sense gravity, and that's how they control where their roots go. They always go down, even in the absence of light. Here's one more. Roots straight up, leaves down. There's no way that those 2 radish will make it. But it's also super weird that they are not sensing gravity right. The seeds didn't sprout in these 2. Oh, so I cut a shitload of this Mexican petunia, and this is just super thick. It weighed like 5 pounds or something of just plant matter. So I put it in a pot with soil, and I don't think any of it will survive, but I'm just giving it the smallest of chance. If I had a whole field of plowed rows, I could plant those out and make a field of this stuff. But I don't have the soil, I don't have the space, I don't have the sunlight or the water. Here's a bunch of our peyote cactuses. Or no, not peyotes. San something. I don't know. I think if you boil it, it'll turn into some kind of drug, but it's legal to grow as long as you don't boil it into a drug. These are seed pods off of this wood sorrel, very common, easily confused with clover, but yeah, they're good. Tastes like lemon. And they, well, the leaves do too, but seed pods are extra good. It's my favorite part. Don't eat too many though, because it can cause kidney stones. And then here I planted a Mexican petunia, 2 of them back in here. And then there's these ones here and here, and back in there. and some around here. One right here. And I just threw this in here. This was from the greenhouse. So what happened is, this plant is one of his hanging plants, and it was, the roots grew out the bottom. You can see them. You see those roots? They grew out the bottom into the soil, which unlocked so much potential for this plant, and it grew super big. These were standing up right before I pulled it out. Oh, and here's the ladybug larva, or chrysalis. It's halfway between larva and ladybug right now. But yeah, this thing has incredibly long, it's the biggest I've ever seen a geranium grow. So I watered that. Here's the radish, biggest radish I've ever seen. You can still see its base in here. See that? But it's falling over. It's making seed pods every once in a while. I don't know how they... I need to look that up, how they farm the seeds, because every time you buy... every time you buy sprouting mix, they always want to mix in radish seeds. And so I imagine they must be like super cheap and easy to farm and grow and collect. Here's the 3 rows of Mexican petunia. Watered this stuff. Here's that cool plant. Watered that. I'm gonna put carrots in there. This thing, I plan to cut it in half, make it 2 planters, put them in the greenhouse, and then plant my sunflower seeds into that to protect from the squirrels. And I will have to move the greenhouse out from... I'll have to pick it up and lift it over the top of those sunflowers when they get tall. But they may not enjoy the humidity of the greenhouse, but I gotta try something. Here's the 2 sunflower sprouts here. Something to protect them from the squirrels. That or we'll shoot them, I don't know. I'm not gonna shoot them. My dad might. I don't want to shoot them, but I would not be upset if they went missing. They're gonna eat all our peaches again. That's why we want them gone. It's not just the sunflower thing. Here's a avocado tree. It didn't freeze. This winter it didn't freeze, and so they it didn't die. It's good. So we still got it. Is that everything? Yeah, I think that's everything. It went faster than I thought. 13 minutes. Yep. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Have a great day.